What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Inside the E2M Studio. This is something we're doing. It's something new where we actually come. We're here at the studio recording premium and a whole lot of other content. And so we could turn the camera on, turn the mics on, and just give you more, just more footage and more behind the scenes. And today I have a good friend of mine, Miss Amanda. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So Amanda is an E2Mer. I'm adjust her mic. She's an E2Mer. I would label her as a all-star E2Mer. You know, one of the all-stars of the group. But she's super humble and super modest. She would not label herself that. But we wanted to talk to her because she was here doing premium exercise, and so we tried to bring you on and just talk about your experience. So first, just kind of introduce yourself to your family, because this is the E2M folks that's watching for sure.
That's right. My name is Amanda Stewart, and I have been a part of E2M for about 2.5 years.
Okay.
Dawain and I started at the same time.
Okay. Yep.
And May of 2021.
Yep.
So I have 3 kids. I'm married. I've done a little bit of everything. I have been everything from a financial aid counselor to right now I currently do some admin work for a trucking company that we're involved in. So
Nice. So I mean, just jump right in. How did you find E2M? You know, everybody has a unique story how they found E2M. And I'm actually to scoot up a little bit so we can get more on the microphone. But everybody has a unique story, like, you know, the friend or the coworker. So how did you find E2M?
I actually found E2M through an influencer.
Oh,
Yeah.
who was that influencer?
Kristen Cooper.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta explain. Like, you just can't put it out there like that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if she's still involved in E2M, but she's someone I follow that I really love her content. And I saw that she was going to try it and promote it. And I thought, I think I'll try that too.
Wow.
Yeah. So all these influencers out there, they're actually influencing.
It's actually a thing.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you heard, this is like left field, but I don't know if you heard that some companies are going away from influencing using AI. Like, because you can,
Really?
like the images, do clothes and stuff.
Yeah.
And so influencers are nervous right now
I
because
bet.
it can be replaced with AI.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's left field.
Yeah.
No, that's really cool that you know, a lot of people know my story. You know, it was my barber. You know, I knew him. You know, we have a relationship with our hairdresser, so you know, you have those conversations, and to hear that it was an influencer, somebody you didn't know personally, but somebody you follow and respected, that's really cool. So talk about your experience coming into the group and how everything went.
Yeah, like first off, I loved it like right away.
Yep.
You know, like I was kind of all in. You know, I did the meal plan, I did the exercises. I love the fact that I could do it from home. You know, I love that. I just kind of went all in. In fact, my middle daughter Bailey said, "Mom, I think you're getting a little obsessed with E2M."
I think I might have heard that too a couple times.
Yeah. But I mean, I just loved it. I loved everything about it. I loved the community. I thought it was so cool. How everyone was so interactive with each other. But
Go ahead.
That was the one thing that I just could not get behind. You know?
What was that? What one thing? What do you mean?
Posting.
Oh, you had an issue posting. Wow, we just talked about it on the podcast. Talk about it.
Posting was so hard for me, you know, like.
So before you get into it, what made posting hard for you? Because I know sometimes, you know, like I even think about, you know, even with my wife, like, you know, you just don't want to expose that much of yourself. What was the mental thing you went through?
All of that.
Okay.
I'm kind of a private person.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
You know, in general, typically. And I've always been the one behind the camera.
Okay.
You know, like I'm always the one my whole life. You know, I've been the one. I love pictures.
Yeah.
I have a gazillion pictures. It's ridiculous, really, on my phone. But I was never one to be in front of the camera.
Gotcha.
You know, so it felt a little self-absorbed.
You
know.
Okay. No.
Taking those selfies.
I love this perspective. I want people to hear because there's a transition that's going to happen.
Yes.
So keep
so
going.
It felt unnatural, you know, to be taking pictures of yourself. For me, especially because that wasn't a thing I ever did.
Right.
So, and then also, you know, I saw all the interaction with people and stuff, and you know, I'm like Whit she was in here earlier. She was talking about how, you know, she has a lot of friends, and I have a lot of friends. You know, I'm a very social person. I love people. and I have a lot of friends.
Right.
So I thought, I don't really need that. You know, am I really
no
gonna,
new friends
am,
like
am I
Drake? No new friends? You were good?
am I really gonna, you know, like feel like I'm like, you know, being all that, you know, in
Gotcha.
front of the camera and
Mhm.
feeling like I don't really need that, you know,
Mhm,
like
mhm.
both. I think it was kind of two things.
Gotcha.
And it was a little intimidating as
Okay.
well, you
Mhm.
know, because I didn't know how to take selfies. I've never, like I said, I was always the one behind the pictures.
Gotcha.
Or
Gotcha.
behind the camera.
I got you. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
You know, because again, we started at the same time and we kind of had, you know, similar experience, both love E2M. You know, on the other hand, while you weren't posting all the time, I was posting all the time.
Yes.
But and that came from
Should I tell that?
yeah, I'm gonna let you tell it.
Okay.
I'm giving a backstory to it though. but that came from I've been doing social media. Like I was doing videos on Facebook in 2015. Like I've always been on social media because of podcasting, and I've always been like even when I was 270 pounds, you couldn't tell me that I wasn't handsome and the man. You know what I mean? The confidence was always there.
Oh yeah.
So I was never afraid of taking pictures, and that's why I have like a lot of before pictures and a lot of before videos. Is because I've always been confident. And so coming into E2M where posting is encouraged, oh,
you were all
I was
about
already. I was
Yes,
like,
you
how many times I need to post? Oh, I can do that. 3 or 4. I got this, you know. But go ahead. Talk about the guy that was that came in with you posting all the time and making all this noise.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. Jeff had been, you know, I'd done really well with the program. I'd had a lot of success. And I sent my picture in, you know, to kind of get to the maintenance plan and everything. And so they could kind of, you know, get me to where I needed to be next level.
Right.
So I guess I don't even remember how it came about, but I was talking about how I had some people reaching out to me, wanting me to be their APs, and I wanted to do a good job with that. And I was asking him, you know, like, what can I do to do a good job with that? You know, what are some things? Could you give me some tips? And he was like, post in the freaking group. You know? Post in the freaking group. I remember that specifically.
Yeah.
But I remember asking him, I'm like, what's up with this guy, Dawain? He's everywhere, you know, like he's at all the meetups. I see him taking selfies with everybody behind him. You know, he posts all the time, and he said he's had a life-changing experience.
Yep, absolutely.
And I remember thinking, oh, wow, that's really cool.
And
I really didn't understand it.
Right.
I really didn't get it until when later Jeff said, post in the freaking group.
He put it together.
I started posting in the group.
That means you're coachable.
I'm coachable. I'm very coachable. Yeah. I actually made it a goal. I wrote it down. I write all my goals down. Goals are very important to me. And I wrote them down. And one of the goals was to post for 7 days.
Nice.
So Whit was talking about like people kind of get caught up sometimes in like if you post and you feel like you're putting yourself out there and you see that like 4 people might have liked your post.
Talk about it.
One of the first posts I made got 5 likes.
Yep.
You know? It's kind of like, ooh, you know, especially when it's already difficult for you to do. But I did it. Right. And I made it a goal. So I kept doing it for the 7 days. And that was just earlier this year.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we talk about timeline, you know, that was recent. Like that's not like, you know, you've been doing this for a while. No. You just stepped out of that bubble recently.
I did. Yeah. So the 7 days turned into 14.
Nice.
And then the 14 to 21. I just kept like pushing that goal on. I kept adding it on. And look at where I'm sitting right now.
You're in the studio.
I am in the studio.
You're in the studio.
The E2M Premium studio.
And all of your pictures have at least 1,000 likes in it. Yeah, but no, it was amazing to see because, you know, and it's so weird because I remember when you messaged me, you was like, you know, we started at the same time. I was like, I don't remember you. Like, you know,
I know.
Like he was like, I didn't post. I was like, oh, okay. And then you just started. But no, it's so being coachable, hearing
yeah.
Jeff out, that was the turning point for you. Like
It
that was
really
the
was. Yeah,
okay.
it really was.
And the reason why I asked that is because we just went live and Jeff talked about posting in the group and the importance of it and doing it during the struggle. So let's talk about this. Since you started posting in the group, have there been times where you weren't 100%, but you still posted, like didn't might have had a bad weekend, the what they call it, charcuterie board,
Like this
extra.
past weekend?
Yeah, okay. Well, talk about it. How you continue to post even though it's not perfect.
Yeah, like I mean, I struggle just like everyone else. And a lot of times you don't see that. It's like Whit was saying, you don't always put everything out there. You just don't. But yeah, I've had a really tough few weeks, you know, but and my workouts haven't been perfect, they just haven't, but I've still done them, I still, because it's my stress reliever, I know that I'm going to feel better after I finish that workout.
Absolutely.
So sometimes I really push myself and I really make myself do it. Because that's how you create that discipline.
That's so true.
Being consistent. But no, I still post even when I'm not 100%.
So are those posts like a woe is me, or is it like what, because you take great pictures, but you also have a good description with your post. So like what is a Monday after a rough weekend post like?
I am a glass half full person. And I'm not a woe is me. That's just not who I am. I don't do that. And in fact, I think, if you're trying to be an encourager and you're trying to inspire people and you're trying to get people on board, to do some of these things and I think, obviously I have a lot of empathy for people and or whatever they're going through. But the way I look at it is everyone has a story and everyone's going through some difficulty. Everyone. I mean, I know no one in my life right now that's not having some issue, whether it's with their kids or their job or whatever. So for me, I think it's, I just want to encourage. So when I post, I try to leave it at being encouraging.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's a great approach. I'm the same, if I've had a bad spill, like, or not perfect on something, or even, I always try to paint it as a comeback, because every, my favorite day of the week is Monday, because that's the day I get to set the tone for the week, and so I love like kind of painting it that way. And then, it also shows people that we're not perfect. We're in, we're well known in the group, we're in front of the camera, whatever, and we're not perfect when it comes to just life in general, not just workouts, not just meals, all of those things, man. I think that's super important.
I agree.
So now we transition a little bit because you are here for the premium workouts, and I know you're working on kind of an experiment. I don't know if you want to put that out there, but I know you've been doing a lot of premium workouts. How was your experience with the workouts first, and then just coming here in the studio and actually getting to be one of the models? What's your experience been like?
Oh my gosh. I absolutely love premium. I love it. I love everything about it. I love the fact that, that they're 15 minutes, 20 minutes for full body. I love that because it's intense, but very doable, I love the fact that, I'll stack on a couple, maybe more, because I have time. I have time to do it. And let me tell you, I've been doing premium, since it started, and the definition that I have seen, the changes I have seen are amazing.
Nice.
And I'm just keeping it real. Y'all. I'm not like nothing. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. They are amazing. And the definition is just incredible. And I'm getting a I'm getting a little obsessed with it, I guess, but in a good way, in a good way, in a good way, because I am seeing such great results.
Yes,
You know,
that makes a
and
difference.
when you do see those results, you just want to keep, you know, you want to keep pushing, you want to keep doing it. So this 8 weeks, I'll talk about that. I decided to basically, I just do premium, you know. I'm just pretty much sticking with premium workouts. I am doing the circuits and I'm doing my cardio.
Right.
And I love walking lunges. A lot of people probably seen my walking lunges that I post a lot, but
Right.
I'm still doing some walking lunges and some push-ups because those are kind of two favorites for me. But aside from that, I'm not doing any gym workouts.
Right.
I'm just doing premium workouts with dumbbells.
Nice.
Yeah. And I'm getting this, you know, lots, I think, good results.
Yeah, no, definitely. So, I mean, you know, number one, well, I guess two things I want to kind of bring up. Number one, it being doable is not for bodybuilders per se, but it's for anybody, you know. And then number two, you know, you're seeing definition, because one of my trigger words, we have a few trigger words in E2M, but one of my trigger words, even on a personal level, is I don't want to lose weight. I want to tone. Like, when you say that, like, the hairs on my neck stand up, because, you know, everybody wants to quote unquote tone, but then when you talk about weight training and when you talk about, you know, body fat percentage, you know, that they don't want to hear that, you know. So I think it's really cool that you mentioned the definition that you're getting, and you're not necessarily getting bulky and you're not looking, you know, super bulky or anything, but it's really good, really good definition when it comes to your arms and your legs. So talk about that, like how it's not what people perceive it to be, but more or less actually what they're looking for.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. It's not, I think some people think it is just for bodybuilders and that, you know, like it's too difficult, maybe. And but it's really not at all. In fact, I mean, the thing I love about it is like you can start with heavier weights, you know, and drop down, you know, and if you need to start with lighter weights to begin with in premium, I think that's great because you do the lighter weights, and then as you get a little stronger and as you kind of learn more about the structure, you know, you can really challenge yourself and go heavier. It's very adaptable,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
And I think it's because, as far as the definition goes, like you're very focused on one body part at a time. Unless you're doing the full body, but you're really focused on that one body part. So you're really pumping that body part, you know,
a lot of blood going
a
there.
lot of blood going there. So I think that, you know, that focus is where you're really, you know, getting that definition.
Yeah.
You know,
and it's high reps.
Such a different. Oh yeah.
It's high reps because you're doing it for a minute, you know, because
exactly
the YouTube scholars, you know, be coming at us with all kind of stuff, you know, as far as like, you know, they want to look a certain way or be boxy or whatever, but we're doing high reps. E2M, we produce lean muscle. That is what we do. Like that is, you know, Jeff has specialized in producing lean muscle,
which I love.
Yeah.
I love that.
And most women do. And that is something that a lot of women say they want, but when you give them premium, they're like, I don't want it. But there it is. That's what you're looking for right there.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'm very pleased so far, you know.
Awesome.
Very happy with my results so far.
Yeah. Well, look, we'll be on week 6 when this drop. Week 7, I don't know. I forget.
We're 6 now.
6 now. So we'll be on week 7 when this drop. And so be another week of you doing your experiment. So we definitely would love to see that post when you tell everybody about all your gains for the 8 weeks of doing premium. That's going to be super cool. So anything, Amanda, before we wrap up, you want to leave with the folks, you know, any words of encouragement, those that are on the outside looking in that might watch this on YouTube or hear this on a podcast, what would you want to say to them?
I don't, just, if you're on the fence, you're thinking about joining, or whether it's the E2M, you know, the regular E2M, or E2M Premium, whatever, don't wait, you know, like don't wait. It's it's the best thing I've ever done for myself ever.
I love it.
I have more confidence now. I'm more fit than I've ever been in my entire life.
Right.
And I've made so many great friends.
More friends.
Oh, I thought I had enough friends. Oh my gosh, I have such incredible, awesome friends in
That's
this
awesome.
group. We do stuff together all the time, you know, like it's fun. I've had all of them over to my house numerous times now.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So it's truly, it is life-changing. I get it now.
Mm-hmm.
I get it now.
It all makes sense.
Yes. Yeah.
I wasn't crazy after all.
Sleep on it. Yeah, no, you were not. You knew what I didn't know.
Yeah, well, you know it now, so
I
that's
do
all
know
that
it
matters.
now.
Good deal. All right, y'all. We appreciate you checking out E2M Inside the Studio. Till next time, man. We'll holla. Peace.